Well, folks, our last 3 or 4 videos warned you about the gun control bills the Democrats are pushing nonstop here in Jeff City. Ammo registration, a repeal of preemption law, red flags. It's a big list, but this video is about a major bill that we're working on to push our gun rights in the right direction. We're calling this the Big Beautiful Bill, and you're about to find out why. Aaron Dorr here, guys, with the Missouri Firearms Coalition. So this is an election year, and everyone in the state capitol knows what gun owners and MOFC members have done to rhinos over the last 3 or 4 election cycles. It's been brutal. It's been beautiful. And everyone in the Capitol knows it's dangerous to screw with gun owners. That's why we're using this session to push House Bill 2176 with House Speaker Pro Tem Chad Perkins. Either we're going to score a major victory for gun owners and give real protections to 6 million plus Missourians, or every gun voter in Missouri is going to know exactly who stood in our way. So here's what we're packing into HB 2176, MOFC's Big Beautiful Bill. On page 1 through page 3, we're going to finally ban red flag gun seizures here in Missouri once and for all. You guys know what I'm talking about. These red flag laws are nasty. They allow someone to call a complaint in against you, say that you might be dangerous. The judge holds a secret ex parte hearing. He rules against you. You can't even be there to defend yourself. And boom, your guns are gone. No arrest, no indictment, no conviction, just your guns are gone. We're going to ban that here in Missouri. This bill would require a Missourian to be convicted of a dangerous felony or be out on bail after being arrested for a dangerous felony before their guns could be seized. And any agency who violates this, any agency, St. Louis, Kansas City, Columbia, whatever, who enforces a future Democrat red flag law, from the federal level or here in Missouri, would be facing $50,000 civil penalties per violation. That's number 1 in the BBB. Number 2, page 3 through page 4, we're going to put real teeth into Missouri's preemption law once and for all. Missouri has a firearms preemption law, and what it says is that only the legislature can regulate firearms and ammunition in Missouri. Without this, St. Louis, Kansas City, all these cities, and dozens of smaller blue cities and counties would long ago have passed local gun control. The problem is this law was passed way back in the day, and it has no teeth, no way to hold a county responsible if they break preemption law. And that's exactly why Jackson County passed 2 ordinances 2 years ago that restricts our gun rights. One says you have to be 21 to carry a concealed handgun. The other one says you have to be 21 to own an AR-15 style rifle. Both of these violate preemption law. They all break the state constitution. They're totally illegal. The county knew it. The county executive vetoed the measures. He said they were illegal, but the county overrode the veto, kicked out the county executive, and these ordinances are still standing today in Jackson County. We're going to stop that. On page 4, we include a $50,000 civil penalty into the law. So if Jackson County or any other county or city tries to go after gun rights at the local level, that gun owner can sue that county for each individual violation. That's number 2. Number 3 is enhancements to Missouri's self-defense laws. This is on page 5 through page 8. This part does 4 specific things. Number 1, it grants the presumption of innocence to Missourians in the wake of a threatened or actual use of force situation. Right now, believe it or not, right now, we are presumed guilty if we use our firearm to defend ourselves. And that presumption of guilt gives all the leverage to the government in a prosecution against us. 18 states have fixed this, granting gun owners, granting us the presumption of innocence. We're going to do it also in this big, beautiful bill. We're also going to grant immunity for both criminal and civil charges to gun owners who use justifiable force in a self-defense situation. Again, the force has to be justified in accordance with current state law. But the idea of us being sued civilly just because some dead thug's estate wants to get a payday, that's going to come to an end. In the days of us being charged by a rogue blue county prosecutor because they want to make a name for themselves, that's also going to come to an end. If the force was justified, we'll be immune from both criminal and civil charges. Number 4, we're going to clarify, and this shouldn't have to be clarified, but we're going to clarify that a gun owner cannot be arrested just because there was a shooting. Too often, a gun owner is arrested on scene just because somebody was shot. What happens then is that person is interrogated. They are not sure how to defend themselves in that legal setting, and they say things they wouldn't have said had they had a lawyer present or had more time to collect themselves. This bill says there must at least be probable cause before someone can be arrested in the wake of a self-defense situation. You know, when a police officer here in Missouri shoots somebody, they usually get 3 and sometimes even 4 days after an arrest to collect themselves, come off the adrenaline dump that the situation creates, and then have a chance to talk with investigators for exactly this reason. We should have similar protections. And finally, this bill grants gun owners a pre-trial immunity process. Your lawyer goes to the judge. He explains why you used deadly force. He uses any evidence he has to justify or show why your actions were justified, a Ring door camera footage, a witness statement, whatever it was. And if the judge can see the force we used, the force you used was justified, boom, you're done. You walk out the door a free man, a free woman, no 2-year-long criminal court nightmare. This is big stuff. If that was all we did in this bill, that'd be a major accomplishment for gun owners. But wait, there's more. On page 8, for the rest of the entire bill, we lower the age at when a Missourian could apply for a concealed carry permit from 19 to 18. Now, to be clear, you can already carry in Missouri under our constitutional carry laws at 18, but only if you apply for a permit must you be 19. That's just silly. At 18, you're an adult. That's what we've all said in society for decades and decades and decades and decades. And denying that person who's 18, 19, 20, the option to carry is strictly unconstitutional. And it's not just me or Chad Perkins, the bill sponsor, saying this. The Fifth Circuit and the Third Circuit have both said that requiring gun owners to be over 18 to carry is unconstitutional. Now, some of you lawyers watching may say, well, Aaron, Missouri is in the Eighth Circuit. What about our circuit? You would be correct, and the news gets even better. The Eighth Circuit has also done this. In July of 2024, the Eighth Circuit struck down Minnesota's requirement to be 21 years of age to apply for a carry permit. Minnesota, Tim Walz, right? Tampon Tim, he files for an en banc review with the entire Eighth Circuit, and the court laughed him out of the building. And then Keith Ellison, the AG who works for Tim Walz, went to the Supreme Court and asked them to review the case. And Clarence Thomas shut the door. They would not even consider the case. They shut Tim Walz down hard. So now our circuit, the Eighth Circuit, which covers Missouri, says that any law that requires you to be over 18 years of age to apply for a carry permit is unconstitutional. So states in the Eighth are already changing their laws. Iowa, for example, last year passed HF 924, which lowered their age from 21 to 18. That's what our bill would do as well. Lowers the age from 19 to 18 in compliance with the Constitution and the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals. As you can see, this is a hell of a bill. And what's better is we've already gone through the committee process in the House General Laws Committee. We had the hearing just last week. Representative Perkins, Chad Perkins, presented the bill. He nailed it. I testified. And sadly, the Democrats didn't even ask me a single question. So no fireworks. That was a very sad thing. I love having the back and forth with crazy lunatic Democrats. And of course, the moms who get no action were there shilling against this bill. But if they don't wear a red shirt, can you even be part of moms who get no action? I don't know. Whatever. But here's where you guys can come in. This is the hearing. It's been done. That's the first step in the process. There's a long ways to go. So hit the link below. Tell your rep to do a couple things. Number one, co-sponsor House Bill 2176, the big, beautiful bill being carried by Representative Chad Perkins. And tell him to also publicly support the bill and urge John Patterson, Speaker of the House, to put this thing on the floor quickly. Your email will help us accomplish both of those things. Number two, chip in $10. Help us put the pressure on the politicians here in Jeff City. And finally, guys, share the video on social media. Get more people involved in this fight. A lot of times, folks don't know what's happening in Jeff City. Our videos help educate them. Help us do that by sharing the video online. It's on X. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Help us get the word out, guys. And again, to get more involved, go to joinmofc.com or MissouriFirearmsCoalition.org. Stay free, guys.